Hi, my name is Tyler Attwood. I'm the founder and director of Your Next Move, and I'm here to take on the SoGlos 10-question challenge. Your Next Move is a Gloucester-based community interest company that utilizes hip-hop culture to inspire young people through performance and education. What was the inspiration behind founding Your Next Move back in 2015? So I first started doing things in 2013 in Gloucester, where I started the event Multi-Styles Battle MSB, which is a street dance competition. I was inspired by a good friend of mine, Kieran Warner, from the work in which he was doing in his own street dance community. And I wanted to create something which would help elevate our dance community within Gloucester, shine a spotlight on the existing dancers that are there, and help to build it, help to grow it by connecting people with other dancers from across the UK. That then evolved into the organization at that point, Team Multi-Styles Battle CIC, or Team MSB, after I had done a year of entrepreneurship mentoring, which showed me what it meant to be a social entrepreneur. And the experience in which I gained from that meant that I wanted to create something a bit more long-lasting, so that had wider reach than an event. I wanted to create an organization which would better facilitate my city. Tell us about what's happening with the company this year. We are bringing back our street dance competition, our flagship event, MSB, for the first time in 3 years. We are also involved in a street dance festival, which is coming up in April in Swindon, in collaboration with the Jam Movement and Swindon Dance, which is called the Jam Festival. King's Jam Festival, which we co-produce alongside the Music Works, so that's coming up in August. We have been continuing to deliver our community outreach street dance programs in 2 areas in Gloucester, and have been delivering in a multitude of primary and secondary schools as well. The pandemic has really hit the arts. How have you continued to work with young people? In order to help us work with the young people we're working with better, we've developed a number of different things. So we started to create some specific online material. We created a graffiti writing workshop series, which was put on YouTube, that we were able to send out to young people, to families, especially during the first lockdown within the COVID pandemic back in 2020. That was in partnership with local artist Tim Martin and Slaz. We had started to do some more physical things when we were able to go out again and start to engage with young people, doing a combination of, again, graffiti writing workshops, but this time physically, which would utilize drawing workshops and basic stenciling, and then moving on into then creating their own drawings, which would then go onto the walls of some community buildings. From there, we've been able to leave some long-lasting murals in different places in the community of Gloucester, which has been a great thing. You still perform as a dancer. Do you prefer this to teaching? So I haven't actually performed now for 5 years. Not because I don't want to, but down to a multitude of things, the biggest thing being injury. I'm hoping that that's going to change by the end of this year. I like being able to pass on knowledge and seeing people grow and seeing how they take knowledge, how they embody it, and where they go with it. But then performing, I also enjoy the experience of being able to express myself, what I'm feeling, how I want to convey a certain topic, a certain emotion. Gloucester is a hub of hip-hop culture. Why do you think that is? Gloucester has had a hip-hop community since hip-hop first came. It has fluctuated in size over that time period, but there's always been a love for hip-hop here. I feel that it's something which is growing again at the moment, something which is increasing. We're starting to see more people engaging with hip-hop, being one of the most popular genres of music across the world. And you're seeing a lot of people engaging with hip-hop in terms of its various dance forms as well. The creation of TikTok has definitely been able to shine a light on that, and have been able to help reach younger people again, which is great. You're actively involved in Gloucester's wider arts community. Why do you have such a passion for the city? Since I was probably a young teenager, I've always wanted to do something for Gloucester in some way. Gloucester has been the city that's made me. I want to give something back, and I want to support the city in some way. And the way in which I do that is utilizing various genres of art, whether it's through street dance events, whether it's through wider hip-hop events, whether it's through regular sources of education, whether we're delivering in primary schools, secondary schools, whether we're delivering community outreach programs, whether we're leaving long-lasting pieces of art which have connected within a specific community. What work are you doing with Gloucester Culture Trust as a trustee? Gloucester Culture Trust is undergoing some change at the moment, in that we're seeing the winding down of what has been a big feature of our work over the last 3 years, and now we're moving on to the next phase of what we're foreseeing to be the next big feature of our work. How are you involved with GFirst as a board member? My role within the GFirst LEP is to be the representative on various steering groups that are discussing retail and leisure. And I bring a different point of view, a unique point of view from someone who's been working in the arts and is working with young people. Being one of the newest members on the board and being the youngest member on the board, I'm able to provide a different outlook, which is hopefully able to better inform in a different way the GFirst Lep's wider work. What career path would you have taken if you hadn't discovered dance? Up until I was 17, I had planned to become a lawyer. But as I started to become acquainted with dance, first just training once or twice a week, not doing that much. And then when I started my training with Swindon Dance at their Centre for Advanced Training on their street dance program, being able to get a wider education of what dance is, what the possibilities are, and as my love for it grew, that's when I wanted to veer towards dance and explore the various pathways that could evolve from that. Name your 3 favorite places in Gloucester. I love Taste of Thai, I love Yantos, and I love going up Robinson Hill. I've gone up there for a very long time. I used to go there with my dad and my sister, and now many years later, I'm able to go up Robinson Hill with my daughter and enjoy the journey up, enjoy the views, but also enjoy the journey back down, while at the same time making sure that she's not doing anything too dangerous.